During the smoldering summer of 1864, in the war-torn heart of Virginia, a once proud estate stands quietly amid the chaos, its red brick walls veiled in ivy and memory. Within its creaking halls, Miss Martha Farnsworth runs a fading girls' school, a place once filled with music, laughter, and the soft rustle of petticoats down polished corridors. But the war has drained it of life. Most of the students, teachers, and servants have long since gone. Only 5 girls remain, each clinging to the remnants of their structured world, alongside one stern but gentle teacher, Miss Edwina Morrow, and the composed, commanding headmistress herself, Miss Farnsworth. The days are long and repetitive. The girls stitch embroidery, read old poetry, and take long walks under the southern sun, their routines shadowed by distant cannon fire. There is a silence about the place, not of peace, but of waiting. And then one day, everything changes. Amy, the youngest and most innocent of the girls, wanders into the woods to search for mushrooms, a small chore meant to distract her from the restlessness that comes with youth. But among the underbrush, she discovers more than wild fungus. Hidden beneath the foliage, half buried in leaves and mud, lies a man. His uniform is tattered, his skin smeared with blood and dirt, his leg clearly wounded. He opens his fevered eyes for a moment, eyes that are strikingly blue, both pleading and dangerous. This is Corporal John McBurney, a Union soldier, deserted and on the run. Amy hesitates. She knows he is the enemy, but she also sees that he is suffering, alone, injured, utterly human. Driven by a tender kind of curiosity and pity, she helps him hobble back to the school, struggling under his weight. Just before the gates, he collapses. When she calls for help, the other women rush out, alarmed and bewildered. The sight of a man, so out of place in their all-female sanctuary, sparks immediate concern. Martha scolds Amy sharply for bringing back a stranger instead of food, but when her eyes fall on McBurney's battered body, her tone falters. They carry him inside and place him in a spare upstairs room, locking the door for caution. Miss Farnsworth, normally composed and distant, rolls up her sleeves and begins to clean his wound. In that dimly lit room, while tending to his bloodied leg, her hands move deftly over his skin, and for a moment her breath catches. Beneath the filth and uniform, McBurney is striking, a presence unlike any she has seen in years. She regains her composure quickly, but something has shifted. That night, she returns alone under the pretense of checking on his fever. As she wipes his brow, her fingers linger longer than necessary. Her eyes scan the rise and fall of his chest. She leaves quickly, but not before something stirs inside her that she hadn't felt in years. The next day, Confederate soldiers ride into town for a routine check. Martha greets them at the door with calm authority, offering them hospitality and a glass of cool lemonade. Upstairs, John lies silent, the door bolted. Martha says nothing of him, choosing to shield him from view. Choosing perhaps to shield herself from the consequences of what she is already feeling. As days pass, McBurney's wound heals. The man who had once been unconscious and helpless begins to show signs of strength. He smiles at the girls, compliments their stitching, tells stories from the north. He is charming, attentive, and careful. The girls, starved for novelty, for the presence of someone male, begin to visit him one by one, each in secret, each seeking something different. Some bring him treats from the kitchen, others stolen wine. One wears her best Sunday dress and lets her hair down just a little more than usual. Edwina is drawn in slowly. A quiet woman with sad eyes and delicate features, she finds herself caring more for his health than she dares admit. During prayer, when Martha asks for petitions, Edwina's voice barely rises. That the wounded man may heal soon. Martha glances at her, her eyes narrowing. John senses the tension and plays his cards well. He flatters Edwina with tender gazes, but he also notices the subtle pull he has over Martha. He's strategic, careful not to overstep. But his hands graze theirs when he speaks. His compliments carry a low, rumbling warmth. Even Alicia, the eldest student, bold and mischievous, lingers longer near his room than anyone else. One evening, John finds Edwina alone in the garden. Beneath the moonlight, he confesses something soft, almost a whisper. He wishes he could stay here forever. He asks her to speak to Martha to convince her to let him remain as the school's gardener. I could live quietly, he says. I just need peace. And someone to care for. Edwina believes him. Her cheeks flush. She touches his hand. But later that night, drawn by strange sounds, she climbs the stairs and opens John's door. There, in a tangle of sheets and shadows, she finds him, entwined with Alicia. The girl's lips are swollen, her corset loosened, her giggle breathy. Edwina gasps. John sits up, his face guilty, his hands outstretched with empty excuses. Betrayal burns like fire in Edwina's chest. She shoves him. He stumbles backwards and falls down the stairs, landing in a heap. The sickening crack of bone is followed by silence. His leg, already injured, is mangled beyond repair. Martha, hearing the noise, rushes to him. Seeing the damage, her face turns cold. She does not scream. She does not cry. She calls for boiling water and her surgical kit. There's no saving it, she tells the girls. We must amputate, or he will die. And so, under lamplight, Martha removes his leg. When McBurney awakes, he finds his world irrevocably changed. The pain is unbearable, but the loss is worse. He is half a man now. His fury is volcanic. He accuses them of mutilation born of jealousy, of revenge for a love triangle gone wrong. His voice, once smooth and persuasive, now rings with rage. You women, he snarls. You monsters! He tears through the house, finds Martha's locked drawer, and retrieves a pistol. His threats are loud, echoing through the halls. The girls scream. Edwina, confused and grieving, tries to calm him. Amy sneaks to the gate and ties a white ribbon there, a signal for passing soldiers. Eventually, McBurney is talked down, not with force, but with words. Martha soothes him like a patient, offers him tea. Her calm is terrifying. That night, they prepare dinner. The girls return to the woods and pick mushrooms again, but this time the wrong kind. Poisonous, lethal. Before dinner, Edwina slips into McBurney's room. Whatever pain remains in her heart is buried under something more complex. Shame, anger, longing. She climbs into his bed. This time she initiates. Her kiss is deliberate, slow. A final act of tenderness, or perhaps a punishment laced with desire. Downstairs, the table is laid. Candles flicker. The air is thick with anticipation. McBurney arrives limping, his face tired but smug. He takes his seat. Edwina reaches for her plate, but Martha gently places a hand over hers. You're allergic, she whispers. McBurney eats. He laughs. He drinks. Then silence. His smile falters, his hands twitch. Moments later, his body falls forward with a dull thud. No one screams. The next morning, the girls sew his body into a shroud, the needle moving in solemn rhythm. Edwina watches, her eyes empty. The others drag the body to the road and hang the white ribbon again, this time not as a call for help, but as a quiet goodbye. In the aftermath, the school returns to its silence. The girls resume their embroidery. The air is still but changed. Something lingers in the hallways. Something more than just memory. For in a time of war, in a house of women, a stranger brought with him not just desire, but destruction. He unlocked hearts sealed by propriety, stirred long-forgotten hunger, and in the end, paid the price for a fire he could not control. And now, behind ivy-covered walls, the girls carry on. More grown than they were, less innocent than they seem, and haunted by the echo of boots on floorboards and the scent of mushrooms in the summer air.